All right, ladies and gentlemen, attention in the pits, please. At this time, I need all door cars, all colors, red and blue. I need all door cars left in the Mosier Engineering 50 Grander. I need all door cars to staging for round 6. And I also need Johnny Ezel, one of your entries as well, please. Jake Clayton, you are still riding the bye, sir. Johnny Ezel, I need one of your entries, please. Johnny Ezel, I need you to staging, please. All right, we got what we need at this time. I need all remaining dragsters to staging for round 6 of the Mosier Engineering 50 grander. All remaining dragsters. Attention, junior dragsters. Stetson Taylor and Jackson Reed. As soon as we fire up the big cars, I need you to lanes 7 and 8 for the junior dragster final, please. As soon as we fire up the big cars and move them up, I would like for Jackson Reed and Stetson Taylor to make your way to lanes 7 and 8 for the junior dragster final, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're down to 18 cars. 10 dragsters and 8 door cars. The first 2 door cars pulling into the burnout box. It's going to be 19 cars, 10 dragsters, 9 door cars. Doug Foley, right side in the Roadster Corvette. Dialed 529. Almost a full second head start going to Troy Ross on that 627. Troy, winner of the no box side, has come over, and here he is. Double 02 for Troy, 12 for Doug, and Troy, how about this, folks? Comes over from the no box side and lays down 3 total his first lap in the big race with the big boys. Burnouts are overrated, and apparently so are delay boxes. 002 dead 1. Foley is like, what just happened? I'm 12 and 15 above, and I have just got literally wore out. Brian Folk, 525 dial, chasing Matt Gibbons, dialed 608, and Gibbons has got him almost tripled up, but can't get it done on the big end. Brian Folk doing Brian Folk things. 20 up front, dead 1, 21 total. Gibbons had a shot, 007, but car won't run the number. It's 39 up, 46 total. Ain't going to get it done this particular juncture of the day. No, probably not. Well, I just had a buddy of mine from Kentucky call and said, hey, go find Dan Wheeler and tell him, don't care what the price is, what's he want for it? So I went and asked him. He said, absolutely 100% not for sale. $584 the dial for the white S-Dime. Getting 2400s over Old Red with Mr. Sarah behind the wheel. Fourth out between them, advantage pickup on the left side, the white machine, and Dan Wheeler gets it done on the double breakout. Rabbit gets there first by 4 thou, it's still under 11. He needs to get behind, and he said, no, I want it, I'm going to get there, and that's that choice you got to make so quick. Do I want to stay where I'm at, or do I want to go back? You got to go back. But you don't know. So Dan Wheeler under 3 thou moves into round 7. This will be a good one here. Brett Williamson in the Datus machine and Todd Thompson. 549 dial for Todd in the Camaro Big Mama and 574 for Brett. Todd has got him doubled up, a 9 to an 18. And, oh, no. Oh, boy. Front row, Shaggy. Todd takes 28 to go, 21 under. Give the win to Brett on the double breakout. He's under 2 thou. And, as I said, Todd under 21. Had 9 thou advantage up front, but couldn't make it work. Brad Plord. Bad Brad in the Lucas Chevy twice. 682 the dial. And Mr. Greg Sesty. Greg has got the Dragster dialed 478. And Sesty's going to move another round. Plord goes 7th thou red. Sesty gets the free run. He's 12 on the let go. Flat foots it, goes, that ain't flat footed. I guess that is. I guess 17th thou under on the freebie, so that's probably about right. He's probably holding close to 2, I would say. So Greg Sesty moves into the round of 10 cars. Caden Muth and Johnny Brackett Racer. 484 dial, left side of the racetrack. Ezel going to chase him on that 452. Oh boy, Caden is perfect up front and goes 1 thou under, and I'm talking about parked it. I mean flat parked it to be 1 thou under, takes 12 to be 1 thou under. Johnny says, made that choice. He said, should I stay or should I go? I'm going to stay. Follows him through 8 thou. And he's down. He's down what? 5? Probably 5 mile an hour or so. Brake fest down there. Nice driving job for Caden. Robbie Gear, left side, 449 dial, and Mr. Sean Langdon. His opponent going to be chasing down 433. 10 to 14, advantage Langdon, win light Langdon. Says, you know what? I'm going to make that choice. I'm just going to park it. I'm going to slide on back. View this from a different view, right? I could get there, but I don't think that it's the place to be. So Langdon takes the win. Champ Stephen McCrory in the Bear Motorsports machine, 456 the dial, going to chase Sean Mulligan. Left side of the racetrack, down 471. Junior Dragster Final, you should be coming. Junior Dragster Final, if you're not already there, please be there. I need you now. Pre-staged, both of them staged. We got clean and green. Nope, we don't. We got 3 thou red by Sean. Steven, Champ just gets what he needs. He needs short time, mid time, and we're done with this program. Sean, probably a little bit of the RA. He just flat foots it and goes 470 flat on the 71. Red lights it away by 3 thou. So then there were 10. 10 of them for 50 large is what it'll be.
Get 'em Performance designs and manufactures high-quality performance carburetors for today's performance engines. Led by lifelong racer and performance industry veteran Trevor Wiggins, the Get 'em team is dedicated to providing bracket racers with more power and more consistency. Get 'em carburetors and every component attached to them are 100% made in the USA, built specifically for your combination. Get 'em's unique twin-blade ultra-lightweight design results in increases in power output and consistency. Their revolutionary 2-piece fuel bowl, sealed with O-rings, allow for quick and easy jet changes without ripping any gaskets. To learn why more bracket racers are choosing Get 'em carburetors, visit GetEmPerformance.com today.
When it comes to drag racing, experience matters. For decades, racers have trusted Abruzzi Racing transmissions, built by champions for champions. Whether you need a high-performance transmission or the most consistent durable converter, Abruzzi delivers. Plus, with a 90-day stall change and a full 1-year warranty, you can buy with confidence. Don't settle for less. Get the performance and reliability you need. Abruzzi Racing Transmissions, where winners get shift done.
Well, y'all's announcer's dumb. I've lost my mind. I forgot we had one more run because Johnny Ezel had to come back. I'm dumber than a box of rocks. But here we go. Let's try this out. Johnny Ezel, left side of the racetrack, going to be down 452. Going to have his hands full of G-Dub. Gary Williams, right side, dialed 430. Pre-staged alike. Johnny bumps in. They're both in. 17-9 advantage. G-Dub, win light. G-Dub. 432 with a 7 on the 430. That's 36. Takes 21. Johnny cuts him loose. He parks it. Goes 456 at 139. Just puts it in park. Said, you want it, take it. And G-Dub took 21 and goes 27 above. So Jake Clayton on the bye run.
Winning takes experience. For decades, champions have trusted Abruzzi Racing Transmissions for high-performance, durable transmissions and converters. With a 90-day stall change and full 1-year warranty, you can buy with confidence. Abruzzi Racing Transmissions, where winners get shift done.
Whoa, whoa.
Jackson Reed, left lane, been carrying the bye since the race started. So a few rounds. 792 the dial. Can she double up? Won last night. Can she go 2 for 2? Or will there be a spoiler in the house? Stetson Taylor, right side of the racetrack, down 795. 300's all that separates them from a heads-up race. Should be a good one. Well, it is all but over. Stetson has got Jackson in a world of trouble and is there for the win. 0:20 reaction time, goes 797 with the 6 on the 795 at 80.62. Jackson takes a swing and a miss at the tree. Goes 796 with an 8 at 78 on the 792. Just kills it down there. Really didn't even flat foot it. Said, I can't get there. Can't get there. I'll just I'll bail out. So.
For nearly 60 years, there's one name in aftermarket Mopar power, Indy Cylinder Head. Located in Xenia, Ohio, Indy Cylinder Head is the leader in Mopar engines and components. Family owned and operated, designed by racers for racers. They'll take on just about any custom job you can throw at them. Visit IndyHeads.com and check out the full catalog, including their Chevy and Ford blower components and any type of block repair that's blowing our customers away. Give them a call or even stop on by the shop, because when you need power, you need Indy Cylinder Heads. It's the Laris Motorsports Insurance 250K, presented by Vintage Trailers. Join over 400 of the best racers in America as they convene at US 131 Motorsports Park in Martin, Michigan, June 12th through the 15th, racing for some of the single largest payouts in the country and the Folk Race Cars Todd's Extreme Paint Dragster Warm-Up Race. This could be you. Or race for one of the single largest payouts for a single day in the country and be like Joe Bob Foley in 2024. It's the Laris Motorsports Insurance 250K, presented by Vintage Trailers, June 12th through the 15th at Martin, Michigan's US 131 Motorsports Park. Pre-entries open now. Less than 75 spots remain. Enter at racederbycity.com.
admit when I'm wrong and my faults, and I want to apologize for not addressing this earlier when there was a lot more people here because there's been a lot leave. And that is, I would like to wish all of the mothers in attendance, even the mothers, the soon-to-be mothers, and even those dads that have to pull double duty or our mom. I want to wish all of you people a very happy and joyous and blessed Mother's Day tomorrow, because I won't get to say it tomorrow, so I'll say it tonight. Make sure that you do something special for yourself, and if you don't do anything special for yourself, just take the day for yourself. And don't do nothing, because you darn sure deserve it, okay? So happy Mother's Day to all of you. I apologize for not addressing that way earlier when there's a lot more people here, but I realized I didn't now, so.
That's fine. I just dropped. Are we good in your frame there again? We can move closer if we need to.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, racers, most importantly, I need my final 10 competitors for the 50 grander. I need you to the rear of staging.
Okay, that's fine. Yep.
Round 7 periods.
We are live at the ladder, presented by Autoland Outlets here at the Laris Motorsports Insurance Twin 50s, presented by Vintage Trailers. I'm PJ Norton, and we are back with Tyler Bohannon live at the ladder. Man, we had a great day so far. How excited are you to be at the ladder round?
I'm excited to show that, this is the time you're supposed to finish a race. Jesus, we've had so much to do with the weather and stuff. It has. Just getting to showcase what we can do today. I'm super excited, and this is this is something you've seen for a while. This has got some names on it that have been around. Brian Folk, Gary Williams, Champs in there, Sean Langdon. It's the names.
Yeah, we're going to go pair by pair just briefly here. We'll kick it off with Troy Ross off the bottom, doing damage, taking on Brian Folk. Obviously, door car damage, but pretty exciting battle between those. So I'm sure they've raced a handful of times.
I would say so. And Troy Ross, I've thought Troy's a bad dude off the bottom for a lot of years, racing with him in Superstock. And the last couple of years, at not only the Twin 50s, but the Million, he's proved it.
Yeah, he's 3 total last round, just for those keeping score at home. He was our number 1 qualifier at that point. Up next is Dan Wheeler and Champ. Stephen McCrory Steven, switching teams this year, right, is a new signee to Bear Motorsports, which I think is a huge thing. I don't think sometimes that's not talked enough, right, where people move from team to team. Obviously, Champ has been with Overkill, and he's done a lot of stuff on his own. He has Champ's Performance, but moving over to Bear Motorsports, I think really fits where he is right now. Exciting to see him out here. What are your thoughts on that pairing?
It is. First off with that, these are real team deals. These guys have got some really good deals, actually. So that's a great pair. Dan Wheeler's had a great weekend. I know he's made it deep in a couple of races. He just hasn't been able to quite close the deal. Champ, they finally let him get hot. I think, you don't let him win 6 or 7 rounds and get away with it.
Yeah, Dan, obviously he's got that beautiful S10, so we're excited to see that one. Up next is G-Dub taking on Brett Williamson. And I just realized I spelled Brett's name wrong here, but on the ladder, but I'm going to fix that. Don't worry, Brett. Don't worry. I got you. Gary, G-Dub, obviously fresh off a 25K last weekend, taking on Brett Williamson in another borrowed car. But Brett, man, I mean, if there's a guy, these door car versus Dragster, he loves it. He is ready for that challenge.
He is 100%. I was just telling you guys before we went live, Gary just kind of lays low just long enough for you to think he might not be able to do it anymore, and then he just smacks you. So last week's win, rolling into this week, I'm sure he's feeling like he's G-Dub.
Yeah, and what I call too fancy, right? Number 2. Up next, how about Sean Langdon, professional race car driver. Sean Langdon, 2-time world champ, Top Fuel. I think he was like points leader at one point as well. And he's taking on former $1 million winner Greg Sestey.
Yeah, big matchup there. Langdon, who seems to, every time he goes bracket racing right now, he just has success. And
every time I see him, I feel like in the last couple of years he's in a final somewhere.
Yes, and $75,000 final with us not long ago. Sestey, he's at home, and he's known to win on the big stage. So,
last pairing is Jake Clayton, Caden Muth, the young gunners of the. If I had to bet, like they're definitely the youngest by a lot of years, man. And Clayton in the Chattanooga Choo Choo, Caden in the Dragster. How do you feel about that pairing?
Jake Clayton, he's been really putting on a good show, in the last few months. Same deal though. He's had a lot of car troubles. He just can't seem to get over the hump. This is a good day for him. Muse having a good weekend. I know he was deep last night in one of them. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but definitely the battle of the young guns, and excited to see it.
Yeah, man, I think as we look at it, obviously 10 goes down to 5. We'll come back and hammer the ladder at 5 cars. I'm excited, I think, to get to this point at a realistic time. I think fatigue isn't setting in. I think we're at a good place in the day where now you can actually – obviously, there's been fatigue from the last 2 days. I think that plays into it. How would that play into it for you?
It definitely does. You can look at your delay over a 3 or 4 day race and see that you might be carrying 100th less than you were 2 days ago. Yeah. You could see at the time of day yesterday and the night before, once we got late, there was a couple of rounds there where, it was kind of sloppy. 20s and 30s were more consistent than double O's, and we just haven't got there yet. I think we're going to be fine.
Yeah, I think you can honestly see it in the round before where the packages, where what was happening. I think that plays into it quite a bit. I know Luke talks a lot about that, and this is Bragger Racing Elite. He is like, that health change and making those changes and conscious decisions, making sure you're eating throughout the day. You can't go from 9 a.m. this morning to now 9 o'clock at night and have not eaten, have done. I think that does play into it as well. What is your marquee matchup out of those 5 pairings? What do you think is like if you had to put a star around one of these or the bright, shiny neon lights, which one you picking to show somebody?
Today, I really feel like it's Williams and Williamson. Brett, the couple of laps out, he laid down 3 total one round. And like I said, Gary is as confident as he could possibly be at this point. So both of those guys are definitely feeling like they can make the best run of the day.
Yeah, I think that's for me, I'm going to go Langdon versus Sestey just for the sake of, I think Langdon is – I just think it's so underrated, but it's so hard. I can't imagine. There's nothing similar between a Top Fueler and there just isn't. None of the runs he's going to make are even remotely he does the same thing. They're completely different. So to be able to come here and do that off of, the 6 or 10 times he gets to do it. Obviously, he wore him out in Bahrain. We did know that. So it's not like it ain't like he ain't wore him out. But I'm excited about that pairing. And second, I would say Troy Ross versus Brian Folk. I think obviously, I have an affinity for the bottom bulb cars, but I think Troy has really made a lot of good laps, and he was delay box racing earlier, but he can't put it back in, and he managed to throw down 3 total after I just talked to him in the lanes about it. So we're excited, man. It is Mosier Saturday. You know what I also just tell him? Don't. You know what? Hey, Joe, if you're listening, don't put that ladder up. I'm going to fix it. I just realized it says Mosier Friday. That's how lost I am today. I'm not on my game. I'll get that fixed. Again, man, we are Mosier Saturday. It is $50K on the line. We are down to 10 cars. 10 will come back. And then that ever elusive buy run at 5. I mean, obviously the 4 greatest words in drag racing are buy to the final. But the buy at 5, do you think that plays in? Obviously, guys are going to just try to hit the tree, but do you think that they're looking back at slips immediately as they get back?
100% definitely doing that, as well as that pretty much forces you to do a deal here at 10 cars.
I think so too. The split's got to be made, right?
It has to. This, or you're going to be dealing with buy runs all the way to the final from here. I know I sent them some options, and I've already had a few racers talking to me about that, seeing what was going on. So I'd say you're definitely going to see a deal done here at 10. Then I don't know. Definitely going to be aggressive on the tree.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we'll start to see that. I think that last night, what did we have? Last night it was 9 cars, right? I think we were at 9 maybe. Yeah, might have. You know, it was 10 because I used the same ladder. So I feel like the split was made. Was the split made last night at 10?
It was. It was pretty similar, and I gave him that option, and then I gave Okies in there, so I had to give something a little more aggressive. And, I gave him some options, so there was something in there a little more aggressive, something similar to last night. But I would expect it to be pretty similar.
What is your approach? Me and Mark obviously talked off camera here a little bit about my experience in splits. I'm not huge into it, and then the one I do make, Brian yelled at me because I wasn't. But what do you what's your approach to this? If you're in one of these situations right here, what are you thinking split wise, or what's your thought process there?
It depends on how the weekend's going. As a person who was doing this for a paycheck, it's Saturday night. Yeah. I can tell you, G-Dub's not even thinking about Mitch right now. He's thinking, even though we won last week, it's the end of the week. Let's get this tab paid and let's do something. Somebody like probably Caden Muth, who might have made a little bit of money last night, also feeling confident. He might be thinking something a little more aggressive. So.
Yeah, I think that goes into it too. If you've been on the ladder already, that's got to play into it, right? I mean, at that point, my theory is always this: the tab is cleared. Let's get all of it I can get, right?
Anybody who's got a clear tab at this point in the weekend is going to be a little bit more aggressive. Like I said, those guys with some bigger tabs that are looking to get this thing paid off right here are going to look to get something more back.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we are at the ladder round. This is Live at the Ladder, presented by Autoland Outlets. We are at the Laris Motorsports Insurance Twin 50s, presented by Vintage Trailers. It is Mosier Engineering Saturday. And, Joe, I'm going to fix the ladder and send it back to you. We're going to send it back to the live stream.
Don't know how long it's been race, but it's fun. It's really, really fun. So, but if you plan to stay, and if you think about this, folks, y'all are people. I went to 3rd grade. I'm not quite as smart as
everybody, but I mean, travel call. You're already here, and if you're going to come back, your trailer will, your property will be secure. For one, because they're here doing stuff every day. And secondly, the fuel cost savings. I mean, gee whiz. I mean, instead of getting -2 miles a gallon hauling, I mean, you can get 3 miles to the gallon. So, I mean, it adds up. So, but all they ask, Brad, the track manager here, all they ask is that you please come to race control, which is where I'm at, 2nd floor of the tower, suite 208, and just let us know. We've already got whoever's staying. They just have their name. We get your name, information, your rig, specs, etc., details of what it is, etc., and there you go. So, but you can't just leave it here. We got to know that you're leaving it here. The other thing is that tomorrow at noon, you can get out of here, but you can't get back in. It's kind of like Hotel California. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave, right? So if you want, if you want to stay tonight, you're welcome to stay tonight. So, but just a couple of offerings here from the track at World Wide Technology. I think it's a very nice gesture to offer that. So, and I'm telling you, if you all, I mean, how could you not possibly believe me when I tell you? I mean, I have most honest person in the world, and if you believe that, I got some property out west I'd like to sell you, but I'm serious, though, about the Verge events. They are literally, I did a couple of Verge events before the guys acquired the series with Jeff, and did announcing. They're just super fun. I mean, and really, they're it's fast. I mean, you take a 470 door car's fast. I mean, we had one here, I think, this week that went 470s. Charlie's car, Hammer. I mean, I think it was mid 470s. I'm sure he could maybe turn it up a little bit, but you think, these cars, most of them, they're detuning them to go 470. So it's fun. And 450 dragsters, you guys that are running, I don't know, 30s, 40s, even, you've got the perfect setup for this series to run 450. It's fun though. I mean, I can't tell you enough. So, but if you're going to do that, need to come let them know in Race Control Suite 208. And enough said there. They asked me to tell you, so I told you. As you can imagine, there's probably some discussion going on, but I hear rumble. Here they come. Down to 10, 5 pair for 50 large. You guys do this all the time. Most I've ever won, I won a 10 grander and 2 5-granders, and that's it. You thought I'd won $1 million. So some of y'all run for this all the time. A lot of you have cashed for this amount of money, but to me, it's a little bit kind of life-changing money. I mean, you go race for a weekend, and you get some pretty substantial cash. So they are fixing to roll out for round 7. First pair coming to the burnout box is going to be the Mustang of Jake Clayton, the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Going to be dialed 611. Trying to hold off the dragster of Caden Muth, dialed 483. Who will it be going to 5? Jake Clayton used the buy run last round. Somebody here is going to earn a buy run this round. Don't know who it'll be, but there will be a buy next round at 5 cars, and then another one at 3. They are staged and ready. Trees falling. Jake turns it red by 1,000th of a second. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Holy smoke. Man, Caden Muth, you are a lucky individual to some degree. You're not lucky, but that's lucky. Jake goes red by 1 thou. He he runs it out and goes 611 with a 1 on the 611. Caden is 006 and goes 3 under. Brett Williamson, left side in the Datus FJ machine, 572 the dial, and G-Dub, Gary Williams. Chasing, dialed 429, excuse me. 007 to 13, advantage Brett, win light Brett. Wow! 007 for Brett, 13 for G-Dub. G-Dub is dead 6. Brett takes 1 foul stripe to be 11 above. Margin of victory, 11-10 thou. Greg Sesty, left side of the racetrack, 477 is the dial. And Sean Langdon, going to give chase, dialed 432 in the right lane. I knew it would get vulgar, and it did. It has. Sesty red lights it away by 3 thou, goes 478 flat on the 477 on the red light run. Langdon lets go 17, goes dead 6, 23 total on the win and run. Dan Wheeler in the white S10, 583 dial. And champ Stephen McCrory in the Bear Motorsports machine, dialed 450. To 15, 1 foul between them, and Dan Wheeler puts another one in the win column. .015 up front for Dan, 1 above 0 for 25 total. Champ is 14 on the let go. He takes 14 stripe to go under 3 thou. Troy Ross coming from the no box side, 626 dial, and his first lap last round he was 3 total. And B Folk Brian dialed 525. (23 to 22). We got a drag race, 1 thou between them, and it's going to be, oh my gosh, you listen to this, folks. Brian Folk is 022, dead 1. Troy Ross is 023, dead 1. Margin of victory 18-10 thou going to Mr. Folk. You talking about 5 absolute nasty pairings. That was unbelievable. Don't expect it.
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers, and equipment. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
So they are finishing up the ladder for next round, round 8. Down to 5 cars. There will be a bye next 2 rounds. So I am going to turn it over to Adam, and he'll take you through next round. Adam will finish things up. So. I'll come back when we wrap things up. I'll be up here or whatever, and I'll do my official send-off. But I'll turn it over to Adam to conclude tonight's program.
All right, attention to the pits, attention to the pits. Round of 5 ladder is set. And we will take the round of 5 back to the lanes, please. Round of 5. We'll take you back to the lanes for pairing, please. Pairings fell as follows. Dan Wheeler with lane choice over Sean Langdon. Brett Williamson will have lane choice over Brian Folk. Caden Muth will be on the bye to 3. So round of 5 ladder is set. We will take you back to the lanes for pairing. Round of 5, need you back.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. If she wants to show it afterwards, too, we're just going to talk anyways. That's fine. She can show the ladder afterwards again like she did. Put it on the screen. We are back live at the ladder. We are down to the quarterfinals here. It's Mosier Engineering Saturday. Live at the ladder presented by Autoland Outlets. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to talk about those pairs that just went down, give a little analysis as we saw it. First pair down. My guy Jake turns her 1 click red, drops her dead 1. Tough break there.
That is, when you're setting up really aggressive and trying to win $50,000, it comes up that way. Usually it doesn't fall to dead on 1 and missing by 1 thou on each end.
That's a perfect run in our game.
Yeah, I mean the math adds up. Caden was 6 on the tree. I'll have to look back at his other run here. I don't believe he was looking to go, almost 300s under there, a little over 2 under.
Yeah, he's 23 under there, right?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that red light was probably going to help him out quite a bit right there. Jake was close to making quite the lap. Well, I guess he was trying to go that fast. It shows on the ticket. So, look, the time slip app is a crazy thing. Gives you a little too much data sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes we're overthinking it, right? Talking about it and going through it. Who was after that? What did we see next? We saw
Williamson.
Yeah, Brett Williamson and Gary Williams. Gary dialed 420. That is so fast. Dialed 429, taking on Brett Williamson, and Williamson lays down an absolute hammer of a lap.
He did. 007, 1 above. He takes a thou. Gary's 13 dead 6.
So tell me this, right? He's down, and for the listeners at home, right, it's 116 miles an hour, going 570s. Is that wide open?
I would say that's wide open. If anything, maybe a couple of thou, he might have been able to get 2 dead on. But
think
Once
about how
again,
good of
round
a
of
hot
five.
rod that
Needs
is
back,
right
round
now.
of five.
To understand that, obviously,
Needs
he's
back to
checking to
lanes for-
see. He's going to look. He's looking for the guy. But he's like, as long as he ain't broke, he's out 429. We're not talking about, right? So
I would assume that the 572 dial was, hey, at best we can go mid dead on. Worst case, we're going low 1 over.
Yeah.
Let it go double O and make a lap, and it got in 1 thou.
old Matt Diddy, the crew chief down there, got him going on. What do we get next there?
Looks like this one was Langdon. Langdon, and I already forgot who he ran, but and I marked it out to make sure we got it right. But Langdon made a solid run, not his best. It was
Sesty turned it red. Yeah.
There's a lot of names on here. 17 dead 6 for Langdon, 3 thou red for Sesty. Langdon just another one of those not stellar runs, but I mean just a nice solid run.
Yeah, I mean I think the goal of this whole thing, right? The goal is to say you got to beat my package, right? So his package is this run is 23 total, and we're talking about it's not a stellar run. Think about the number, the absolute insanity that goes on in Nebraska racing. I love NASCAR. Watch it all the time. And they're like, oh, the closest race ever. I'm like, if you took 500s out there, we're going to talk about it on the podcast. So 500s you got there barely, my guy. That's a half a car. Here, we're talking thousands of seconds. It's incredible. What was the next pair out there? I think that was B. Folk and – this is Champ and Wheeler. Okay, yeah. So Wheeler's 15 green, goes 1 above 0, so he's 25 total. And Champ is 14 and 3 thou under. Do you think does he get fed? No, this guy's wide open at 119, right? So Champ, do you think, obviously, what's his thought process on that? Is he going to over-calculate on it? Is he going to think about this one a lot?
Yeah, once you get over, this is right on the verge in a dragster when you're chasing a door car. I can see not that. So it's a little bit more than that. I mean, that's one of those where you should make it 3 thou tighter and win, but it's also really hard to see. So I think that one's probably going to stick with him a little bit. And Wheeler's finding – I mean, Wheeler needed that. That was a little bit of luck there, getting Champ to end up 3 thou under. That was the round that he was missing yesterday.
Yeah, I think obviously Wheeler did what he was going to do. He's like you just said about Williamson is, hey, I can go I can go 1 above 0. I'm going to feel pretty good about that against the dragster next to me, and he breaks it out 3 thou. And then the last pair, obviously here, B. Folk and Troy Ross. This is matchup of the round. I think when you look at it, barrels down, they're 1 thou apart up front. They are both dead 1. Margin of victory is 18-10 thou. Folk, obviously, Brian, his theory is I'm going to the scoreboard possibly right there, right?
Hey, he's got his brother over there making sure the battery charger's plugged in, the dial-in's right. All my man does is let go of the buttons. So that's all he has to do, Savage. I mean, that's an incredible run. It's one of those where as Troy Ross, you go, if I could have just, not missed it 5 thou, that's
just off the bottom, he's 23. We've talked about this. You're 24 total. If I'm 24 total on the bottom, I'm winning the national, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm all happy with that. If I can be 000 to 30 off the bottom, I'm like.
We talk about that spread a lot, and so he's obviously done a great job. As we get into the next round, we're just going to go briefly over the pairings. We've got Brian Folk taking on Brett Williamson, Caden Muth on the bye, and Dan Wheeler against Sean Langdon. So there is going to be potentially. We've got 3 shots at a door car dragster final. We've got 3 shots at this thing, door car dragster final, potentially. Maybe even door car. Good. There's a potential to get door car. We're going to have another bye, obviously, at 3 cars. And like I said, the 4 best words in drag racing are bye to the final.
I do believe everybody left is eligible. I don't know if anybody's had a bye. I believe not. Yeah. So, I mean, you're looking at 4 guys that could have the bye.
We love that. So it's about to get real filthy. We're going to send it back over to the live feed. Again, this is the Laris Motorsports Insurance Twin 50s presented by Vintage Trailers. And this is live at the ladder presented by Autoland Outlets. We're going to see you next. When we come back to it, we will be in the lanes with the 3 remaining drivers as we go down from quarters to semis to finals. Continue to watch along with us here on Motor Mania TV. We'll talk to you soon.
So all 5 are back, getting the pairings situated down in the staging lanes. Just want to once again thank everybody so much for joining us here this weekend at the Laris Motorsports Insurance TB Promotions Twin 50s presented by Vintage Trailers. Cannot thank everyone enough for their support. This is the first TB Promotions big money event of the year. We will be back, I believe, 5 weeks from now at Martin, Michigan at US 131 Motorsports Park for the TB 250K. Then we will move to Bowling Green at Beach Bend Raceway Park over the 4th of July week/weekend. We will wrap things up in early August for the TB Promotions East Coast Twin 50s at Virginia Motorsports Park. Brand new facility for us on the TB Promotions side of things. Have not ventured our way there yet. So got a great schedule planned for the remainder of the year. And we hope to see you all at least one more time, if not 3 more times, throughout the course of the year. Pairings have rolled under. And all 5 of them have just been stellar. A bad lap. Really have not seen one out of any of these guys. So it's going to be absolute murderer's row here in the round of 5. 5 go down, 3 will come back. We will have a bye run next round that will guarantee someone a spot in the final. So potentially somebody right here going to go 2 for 1, earn themselves a bye, and be set for the Mosier Engineering $50,000 Friday. Tractor coming off the racetrack. Hot rods firing up. And here we go with the quarter-final round rolling through the water box. Left-hand side going to be Brett Williamson, dialed 573 in the Matt Daddis-owned hot rod. F.J. Smith Sierra, former Superstock hot rod, looks over and sees Mr. Brian Folk. B. Folk, right side, in the Cavalier, dialed 525. B. Folk, no stranger to these moments on this stage. And Brett Williamson has really emerged over the course of the last couple years as a perennial contender at any facility he decides to drive into the gates at. Williamson left, B. Folk right. About 5/10 head start going to Williamson. 8-thou advantage, Brett Williamson. Win light, Brett Williamson. 0:29, one above 3. Take double 0:5 at the finish line. Volk is 0:37, one above 0. No good. Brett Williamson to the round of 3. Your next pair, left-hand side. Dan Wheeler, round body S10 pick-em-up truck with the baby blower on top. Taking on Sean Langdon, former Top Fuel world champion, right side. Dialed 432 in the dragster. Got to be better than 29 here if you turn on a win light, and you're guaranteed a spot in the final. Both of them better than 29. Win light says Sean Langdon, 0:11, one above 1, lays down 22 total. Wheeler is 14, take 18 to be 10-thou under, and Sean Langdon to the round of 3, and unconfirmed will be on the bye. And here's Caden Muth, right side. Dialed for the 330 spot drop. 5:13 up on the scoreboard. Making the solo shot here. 005. Lights it up, 5:05 on the 5:13. So Caden Muth.
TB Promotions is headed back to the beach. Not that beach, this beach. It's the Laris Motorsports Insurance 100K, presented by Vintage Trailers. Racers from all over the country will converge at Beach Bend Raceway Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky, to join the long list of 100K winners, including last year's winner, Tracy Sons. Join us July 3rd through the 6th for the Laris Motorsports Insurance 100K, presented by Vintage Trailers. Pre-entry opens May 27th at RaceDerbyCity.com. It's the Verge Quick Outlaw Series, and they're taking over St. Louis. Join us for the fastest index racing in the country with door cars, dragsters, and junior dragsters alike, as the Verge Quick Outlaw Series takes over World Wide Technology Raceway Park May 16th through the 18th. You don't want to miss it.
So it is confirmed. Sean Langdon, you will be on the bye at 3. Sean Langdon will be on the bye at 3. Semi-final round, we'll take you back whenever you feel like heading up this direction. No, we just sent you down the racetrack, but if you want to make your way back on up to the staging lanes, that would be great.
Oh, you're ready whenever you're ready. I just like to prep myself mentally. I'm like a newscaster. Da, 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 da. We are live here in our first winner circle. Going to talk to our no box winner here, TB Promotions no box on Mosier Engineering Saturday 50K. Mr. Troy Ross. Man, you even wanted to put the patent leathers on with me? You're wearing CMF. Yeah, buddy. Come on now. We're the only two guys with Jordans in the facility, so I wanted to bring that up. Troy, obviously, you made it through that first round of getting lopped into the top bob side, and you took an L there, but that was a really, really close race. How did you feel about the day overall?
It was a good day. We've made it to the we won the no box side a couple different times, and every time we get in there, we just haven't made any noise. So it was nice.
3 total helps.
Yeah, it was nice to put one down there, and then had a great race with Brian Folk. So it's been St. Louis has been really good to us here last year and a half.
Yeah. So what is your obviously? I think what was your lap today earlier? I like to ask. When did you really feel like, I'm starting to get into it here?
It was the re-entry round of the no box side. I was red first round, and I totally met the bulb, and I was 006 a couple rounds in a row, and kind of got into a flow. And finally, it only took 3 days, but it ended up working out.
So that's the beauty of bracket racing. It's very similar to golf. If you've got more money, we've got more entries for you to get another chance at it.
That's right. That's right.
Obviously, you've been racing this thing with us for a long time. Is this your favorite of your cars?
Yeah. I've had this since my senior year of high school going into college. So I've had it 20 years now, aging myself. But it's been a great car. I'll probably keep it till I die. But we try to make it better every year. So.
Yeah. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, my dad at home and my wife. They're both at home watching right now. And my dad's my crew chief. All the cars are in Emporia. He takes care of them all and gets them going. Logan's here with me. He's great to help me out at the racetrack when my dad can't come. I said my wife, Mother's Day is tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get home tonight. Or I guess
going to make a concerted effort.
Tomorrow morning. Gary Stinnett, he's standing over there. He's been a mentor to me over the years and does all our engine stuff. So got a lot of great people in my corner.
Yeah, well, we love that, man. All right, last question. I asked you about Zach Greinke earlier. Let's talk about who's your favorite Royal now. Is it Bobby Witt? Or is it someone else?
I'm not going to lie. I don't know a lot of the players, but I'm going to say Bobby Witt because he's a stud.
Yeah.
But I wear the Kansas City because that's our state, and we got to represent. So, yeah.
Well, I tried. I'm a huge Cubs fan, and I'm a hat collector. I was telling Mark this earlier, so I get it. Just wearing a hat. I get it. You're representing. Man, again, our Mosier Engineering Saturday TB Promotions no box winner, Mr. Troy Ross. Thank you for coming again, man, and we'll see you again on the next one.
That's right. Thank you.
We are we're getting down to it. We're getting ready to go to the semifinals here, down to 3. I don't know who has the bye yet. I think they kind of maybe potentially Sean Langdon. A lot going on, man. We are on it, and the runs are getting tight. This is the beauty of bracket racing, man. When it starts to get down here, there's a little bit of lull in between the rounds, right? You're starting to get it, but it starts to get nasty out here, and we're going to get after it. So we're going to send it back to the live stream, and we will see you before the final.
Round of 3, we'll take you back. Round of 3. We'll take you back to the lanes now, please. Round of 3. We'll take you back to the staging lanes now, please. Round of 3. We'll take you back. So as I was saying, about 6 weeks from now, June 12th through 15th, we'll be swinging the gates open at US 131 Motorsports Park for the 2nd annual Laris Motorsports Insurance TB250K, presented by Vintage Trailers. We'll kick things off on Thursday with another Folk Race Cars, complete, painted, wired, ready to go chassis for the warm-up race. And then we will follow that up with Fuel Factory Friday. $50,000 to win. But then the main event will be Mosier Engineering Saturday. $250,000 on the line. And we will cap things off with our SWT Excavating $50,000 Sunday. We do still have entries available. Believe less than 75 spots remain on the top bulb side. Our TV promotions, no box bonuses on Thursday will be $2,500. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all going to pay $5,000 to win off the bottom before you will mix back in with the top bulbers. The Hub Saver Junior Dragster Shootout be competing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. $500 to win all 3 days. So June 12th through 15th, make your plans to join us at US 131 Motorsports Park in Martin, Michigan for the richest paying race in the North for the 2025 season. Once again, we do have less than 75 spots left on the top bulb side. Gate entries will not be sold, so please make your plans accordingly. And get your entries for the Laris Motorsports Insurance 250K. Pre-entry is a $199 deposit with the remaining balance due at the gate. Less than 75 spots left. Gonna be an absolute banger of a weekend at the 250K. Last year's defending champion Joe Bob Foley walked away with a $250,000 big check on Saturday night. And it was an absolute experience to be a part of throughout the whole weekend. So definitely get your pre-entries in if you have not already done so. June 12th through 15th at US 131. Once again, my Mosier Engineering Saturday $50,000 semifinal round. Need you back to the lanes. Mosier Engineering Saturday $50,000 semifinal round. Need you back. Mosier Engineering $50,000 Saturday semifinal. Need you back. Once again, at this time, I need the Mosier Engineering Saturday $50,000 semifinal round to the lanes, please. Mosier Engineering $50,000 semifinal round. Need you to the lanes, please. And Sean Langdon sitting on the bye. Our semifinalists have made their way back to the staging lanes. Gonna get them paired up and send them around the corner to see who will be the other half of our final. As we already know, Sean Langdon guaranteed a spot in the Mosier Engineering 50K final. But we will find out who his opponent will be. 2-door cars and a dragster. Or I'm sorry, 2 dragsters and a door car. Guaranteed to have 1 dragster in the final. Potential for an all dragster final or an even split final. Looks like our driver is getting suited up and jumping in their hot rods. So it'll be Brett Williamson and Caden Muth with Sean Langdon on the bye. Semi-finalists rolling around the corner to the ready line. Mosier Engineering $50,000 semi-final round. Underneath the tower, be coming at you momentarily. Have a pair and a bye. will be Brett Williamson taking on Caden Muth to determine who will be Sean Langdon's opponent in the $50,000 final. And here we go. Brett Williamson in the Matt Daddis owned Oldsmobile Sierra. Dialed 574 in the left-hand side. Taking on Caden Muth. Muth right side, dialed 481. Brett was in the Thunderbird on Thursday and Friday. Had problems with it. Not going to be able to run that today, so Matt Daddis said, here, I'll unload the Grand Am and run that. You take the Sierra. And Brett staging up in a $50,000 semi-final round. So it'll be Brett Williamson left side. Caden Muth right side. Wisconsinite and a Texan. Great Lakes and Southwest. Battle of the regions here. Williamson's in, Muth coming in behind him. Tree coming down. Brett Williamson is 4 thou red. Caden Muth, 009, dead 615 total. It'll be an all dragster final here on Mosier Engineering, $50,000 Saturday. And in the left-hand side, Sean Langdon gonna make the solo shot. Looks like we're making a full pull here. I'm gonna say 8, dead 7. .004. And he shut her down. Didn't want to show his cards. 450 with an 8. He's ready for Verge 450 index next weekend. So your Mosier Engineering $50,000 final round will be Caden Muth and Sean Langdon.
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
live for the pits presented by Autoland Outlets. We are in Mosier Engineering Saturday 50K final now, and we have added B-Dub to the group. Brian, how you feeling today, man?
It's been a long weekend, not going to lie. Awesome car count for this event, record car count for this event this weekend. And we had to deal with a little weather, on the first day one, and made for a late night. So
a little fatigue, right?
A little bit of fatigue. We were down some staff. Our, thoughts and prayers go out with a couple of our workers, and they couldn't make it this weekend. So been out in the staging lanes a lot, but it's awesome, man.
You ever seen B-Dub was putting cars in lanes, by God.
Yeah, we don't know what lanes, but they were going in lanes. But
I didn't say they were correct, but no. Obviously, we're getting ready to go to the final. How you feeling now? It's almost over. How you feeling?
Great. Just this is a point where you start to appreciate what your guys have done and how the event went. So I'm super happy with it. Caden Muth is, I think at this point he's definitely our event MVP at this point.
What do you think, event MVP for Caden?
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Hey, that's what we do around these parts. The MVP. Who sponsors the MVP award? I apologize. I don't have my sheet on me. Oh, it is FTI. Yeah, FTI. Well, thank you. Yeah, shout out to Paul Lee and the whole FTI crew on site. Our MVP for the weekend, Caden Muth, and we're going to see if he can't cash a big check as well. It's him and Sean Langdon going at it in the finals, 450 versus, what was that? I think Caden's down 480, right? Yeah. So a little bit of a slight starting line advantage.
Langdon's got lane choice.
Yeah, Langdon's got lane choice in the final. That was interesting because Caden's on the bye. No, Caden beat Williamson, excuse me. And so at that point, I know I'm around behind. It's a lot going on. But no, I'm excited. I did jinx. I'm not going to lie. I jinxed us during the conversation in the tower. I said we could have a potential door car final. We've got none of the above. The announcer jinx is on. Is there anybody else you just want to shout out to, man? It's been a long week. Like I said, I feel like there's got to be someone you want to thank.
First off, I want to thank all the racers for sure. 425 strong this weekend. So thank you to all those guys. Thank you to all the sponsors, all the TB crew, the World Wide Technology crew, even you, PJ, Motor Mania, Mark. But no, Sean Langdon, Caden Muth, final. This is Sean's second
with us,
$50,000, which actually a $75,000 final here at World Wide Technology Raceway. He runnered up in that one, and ever since then he said he just wants a bat. He wants that Louisville Slugger. So pretty cool to see him back in a final here and see how it goes.
Yeah, what a tough life. My guy's like, man, next week I got to go 330 mile an hour. This week I try to cut.
The best part is he wins the thousands top fuel win, doesn't care. Wants a Louisville Slugger bat at TB Promotions.
Does get a special trophy. It's all about that. We're excited, man. We have been at it. Continue to stay with us here live. We've got one race left. It is Mosier Engineering 50K Saturday here at the Laris Motorsports Insurance Twin 50s presented by Vintage Trailers. Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Get 'em Performance designs and manufactures high-quality performance carburetors for today's performance engines. Led by lifelong racer and performance industry veteran Trevor Wiggins, the Get 'em team is dedicated to providing bracket racers with more power and more consistency. Get 'em carburetors and every component attached to them are 100% made in the USA, built specifically for your combination. Get 'em's unique twin-blade ultra-lightweight design results in increases in power output and consistency. Their revolutionary two-piece fuel bowl, sealed with O-rings, allow for quick and easy jet changes without ripping any gaskets. To learn why more bracket racers are choosing Get 'em carburetors, visit getemperformance.com today.
It's the Laris Motorsports Insurance 250K, presented by Vintage Trailers. Join over 400 of the best racers in America as they convene at US 131 Motorsports Park in Martin, Michigan, June 12th through the 15th, racing for some of the single largest payouts in the country and the Folk Race Cars Todd's Extreme Paint Dragster Warm-Up Race. This could be you. Or race for one of the single largest payouts for a single day in the country and be like Joe Bob Foley in 2024. It's the Laris Motorsports Insurance 250K, presented by Vintage Trailers, June 12th through the 15th at Martin, Michigan's US 131 Motorsports Park. Pre-entries open now. Less than 75 spots remain. Enter at racederbycity.com.
At this time, our Mosier Engineering $50,000 final will take you back. Our Mosier Engineering $50,000 final will take you back to the lanes now, please. Sean Langdon and Caden Muth need you back to be our final run of the weekend. Mosier Engineering $50,000 final, need you back. Tension the pits, tension the pits. $50,000 final, need you back. $50,000 final, need you back. Mosier Engineering Saturday, $50K final. Need you back to the staging lanes, please. $50K final. We'll take you back.